And here it is. It's been described as a bit more of a sort of gentleman's pocket knife, gentleman's folder, and I think that's probably not a bad description really. I mean, it looks very nice. I've carried this for a few weeks just to see how that finish actually holds up, because there are a few reviews that say it comes off very easily, and you can see, yeah, they're probably not that wrong. This has been deliberately in a pocket with keys and other bits and pieces in it. It is a bit scratched up. I don't think it's something you'd necessarily want to put in your backpack if you're going sort of through the mountains or the forests. This is going to go in a sort of smart pocket. Timeless design, not sure about that really, with a slip joint mechanism. And that slip joint is really, really nice. That's really positive. And there again, really positive. This massive nail nick has been compared by some to a Fuller. And it is, I mean, it's reason. It's just a bit more decorative than anything else, really. It's two-handed opening. How you'd actually, I can't see a way of safely opening that, because if it folds back, bye-bye fingertips. The blade is what, 2.9 inches. So that does make it UK legal. The UK law actually says cutting edge, but you'd be facing a court case to get the defence through that. So it is just touch under 3 inches, just. Overall, just about 7 inches. It's a nice weighty knife. The feel is very nice. This is something that a lot of other reviews have said is that as soon as you pick it up, I think actually it's quite a decent knife. It looks very thin, but there's a nice little bit of weight to it. This handle is aluminium. It's available. There's an olive drab green, but I just thought this is a really nice, bright, colourful one. Fit and finish, not brilliant. There's a little bit of a ridge there. Still feel a ridge there, and there. But yeah, overall, not a bad looking knife at all. The blade is 7CR stainless, which is apparently a little bit soft. It's going to need sharpening. But as I said, this is not. I don't think this is a kind of thing your average outdoorsman's going to stick in a pocket. Like, you'd want something a bit tougher than that. There's a sort of modern sheep's foot blade with a nice belly. It is made in China, inevitably, but mercifully, it's not stamped. It's got this number on it, which I guess is its sort of serial number. And yeah, nice, firm, positive, walking and talking, I've seen it described as. The prices of these vary hugely, sort of 25 to 40 quid. I think I paid about £28 for it. And it was as a souvenir from a little trip we had to do to Exeter, and I just thought I'll buy a knife from here. It's not a particularly grippy handle. That's very smooth. It's aluminium and maybe powder coated. I'm not entirely certain. It's not very thick powder coating if it is. There are, how long that's going to last, I don't really know. The edge is described by Gerber as razor sharp, and straight out the box, it is more than sharp enough. Is it actually razor sharp? There's some hairs on there. So yeah, that'll do. And I've been carrying this knife for 3 weeks now. Oh, there's a little lanyard hole as well. Because it's not a very threatening looking thing. It's a comfortable, nice knife to use. It looks good. And it works quite well. You could argue it's a little bit expensive for a sort of posh pocket knife. Maybe, but it comes with Gerber's sort of lifetime warranty, so I've kept the receipt. Screwed together, so it can all be taken apart, deep cleaned if you need to. There is a pocket clip that is very, very, very tough. I don't use pocket clips really. I would take it off, but it's so unobtrusive. You just don't really feel it. But all in all, it is quite a smart knife. Comes in a decent box. I just want to show you a little definition of irony. Comes in a decent box, quite tough, quite hard. When you take the thing out, your knife is actually cable tied into there. So you need a knife to get your knife out. Which yeah, as I was walking around Exeter in the evening, I'm thinking I'm just going to keep it in its box and do it when we get back. So all in all, if you want a sort of posh pocket knife, try one of these. I'll see how long all this lasts before it comes apart. People say it's likely to, but I've not seen really any reviews where it actually has. Yeah, it's a smart knife. It's a functional knife, and I quite like having it in my pocket. It's fairly unobtrusive. It's fairly narrow. There's a little bit of jimp in there that works reasonably well, although frankly this plastic inset is actually sharper. All in all, not a bad knife. You might balk at paying 40 quid. I certainly would. I wouldn't pay that much for it. It was a bit of a spur of the moment. I want a souvenir knife from where I've been, and this was it.